You don't say that, goddammit! Sorry. Again, no holds barred. It's a roast, people. There you go, Brett.
Now, what I say to her, first thing that popped in my head, nobody in this audience needs to listen to her. Why? Because she's from Boiling Springs. You're not supposed to listen to anybody from there.
Right.
And then after that, I
His address is in the description.
come on.
No, but his Twitter is.
Yep.
That's that's a thing. I give everybody their own deal.
Yeah, that's cool. And the second show I worked for them was in Grover, North Carolina, and I took on a man by Wild Man Willis, who wrestles as Bryson Willis nowadays.
Mhm.
Hey, Bryson. Um, when I took him on, I took him the promotion. We didn't have our own building. Well, we did, but he moved the ring to Grover,
Right.
and we're wrestling in front of a thrift store. And the crowd was probably, it was a low amount, probably max 17 people there.
Right.
And the entranceway is from the side of the building of the thrift shop. There's no curtains, there's no lighting, there's no sound effects, none of that. But there is music. But
Right.
the entrance was out the side door of the thrift shop. I walked down to the ring. Crowd's practically dead, so I was like, I'll give him 100% like always.
Yeah.
And I remember Bryson goes to powerbomb me. He picks me up and literally drives me down. I land right on my neck. I
Oh.
landed right on my neck. And that's why I kind of have my neck problems here. But Mama didn't raise no bitch. Now, after that, I went to New Millennium Championship Wrestling. My very first match up there was a tag team match. I teamed with Wildman Willis against Dustin Plague and Chris the Milkman Savage. And that was my first match over there. The trainer and the promoter, Shane Austin, aka Ray Hudson. Look him up on YouTube, you'll find him. Great guy, really great guy. Has an attitude sometimes, but it's a good attitude.
Yeah.
And he trained me along with Andy Chavis and George South. George South trained me maybe 2 times up at New Millennium. And Andy was probably one of the best trainers up there next to Shane. And if I had to say, probably at New Millennium, the crowd is great, the audience is great, the workers back there are great, the locker room, amazing people.
Yeah.
Except for one. This guy shows up one time and he wins the world title.
Uh-huh.
He wins the world title. So you're the world champion at New Millennium. Why aren't you coming to every event
Right.
if you're the champion?
Right.
And they stripped the title off of him. I haven't seen him ever since. So I was like, I'll go for that belt. I'll go for the belt. And I'm thinking I was going to go up there and win the world title. I actually found a better opportunity. Andy Chavis was taking on the world champion at the time.
Uh-huh.
Andy Chavis was the United States champion.
Right.
Big superplex off the top rope. They're both down. So there's my opportunity. I run out the curtain, curb stomp Andy Chavis. 1, 2, 3. I'm the United States champion.
Right.
Stupid me didn't remember that it was on the line 24/7. So when I win, I'm celebrating. I hold the title up, and I'm being the good guy. Whoever Andy Chavis is fighting, I'm helping him up. He gives me a cutter, pins me. 1, 2, 3. He's the United States champion. So we set a match for the next month in September. It was going to be a tables, ladders, and chairs event for that belt. Us three, me, Andy Chavis, and Chris Benham.
Okay.
For some reason, the tables, ladders, and chairs match didn't happen. I didn't have a problem with that because ladders.
Yeah.
I'm scared of ladders.
Yeah.
That's my weakness. I'm scared of ladders.
I kind of am too after the last time I was on one, but that's for a different time and a different place. Yeah, we'll not go there. Stay tuned for the next time he's on the show.
Mm-hmm. And my career with New Millennium went on and on and on. I had a great great rivalry with Johnny Smooth. We took on each other. We would basically kill each other in the ring.
Yeah.
And he took my light heavyweight championship from me. I'm a 5-time New Millennium light heavyweight champion. He finally takes it from me, and the next event I go and I ambush him. I'm trying to win my belt back. He wins it. Then the next show, he challenges me to a match, an I Quit match, for that belt because I just want it back. So we are 4 matches in right now.
Right.
When I won the belt back, he challenged me to an I Quit match. So I'm ready for it. I go up there. He's not there. Johnny Smooth is not there. I guess he had another promotion he had to work for.
Right.
So that night, I take on, it's me, Shane Austin, and Sweet Dreams, taking on Andy Chavis, Robert Big Country, and Bryson Willis. Probably one of the best tag team matches I've ever had, let alone I got tagged with Ray Hudson, aka Shane Austin.
Right.
Big honor. And I kind of went away from New Millennium after all of that, not because I wanted to. New Millennium got an anonymous phone call saying I found a promotion down here, and I'd rather wrestle with them instead of New Millennium, putting words into their head,
right,
saying that I don't want to be up there anymore. Now that is a complete lie. I love New Millennium because they gave me my start.
Right.
And after New Millennium, I went to New Blood Championship Wrestling, Rex Rumble's promotion. I took on Jay Stunner at the time. That was a great promotion, and it was out in front of a carnival.
Right.
Big crowd, 20 by 20 ring. One of my best matches ever.
And bet it bumped just like a pillow too, didn't it?
Yes, it did. It was great. And after that, I went back to New Millennium for a little while. Went to Underground Independent Wrestling. That's the last promotion I went to, and I took on Alan Price. One of my favorite matches, and how I lost, he sprayed poison mist in my face.
And that's to date. That's your last match.
That's 2 days.
Okay. It's gonna kind of be a different tactic here. Do you like wrestling now that you're a wrestler, or do you think it's somewhat lacking now that you know the ins and outs and everything, and you'd rather go back to how that felt as a mark?
I like it. I like where I stand right now in the wrestling scene. I like what I did back then. I love every bit that got me into wrestling. But my mind state right now is go for it. Just keep going.
Yeah.
WWE.
So you ain't got no time to look backwards.
WWE is just a few steps away.
Yeah.
Vince.
Just don't sneeze in front of him. All right. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? That should be an easy answer. We just talked about it.
Yep.
God forbid. You say TNA, I'm gonna slap you.
I was going to say Ring of Honor, but okay.
Well, Ring of Honor is better than TNA.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Well, we already covered that one, so throw that one off the list. Uh, any stories from the road? Like anything funny? It doesn't even have to be while you're driving, man. Anything just outside, at a show, coming back from a show, going to a show, not necessarily in that order.
I'll say, remember when I mentioned Rex Rumble's promotion?
Yeah.
I rode with a guy by the name of Jay Stunner. And he's like, yeah, we'll ride up there together. So I said, okay, cool. That's gas for me. And when I get there, he is in the smallest red Honda I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
So me and my buddy Justin, who I brought with me, he was going to be my camera guy that night.
Right.
Me and him get into the back of this car. Jay and his girlfriend at the time are in the front. On the way up there, we're going up the mountains. All of a sudden, the car starts sputtering.
Yeah.
I was like, did we run out of gas? He said, no, we got a full tank. What's the problem? The car's not making it up the mountain.
What the hell were you guys in? A Gremlin?
Practically. Hatchback.
Oh, fucking Geo.
Yeah. And
yeah.
I'm sitting here thinking, okay, this car can't make it up the mountain, so we're going to turn around and we're not going to go to the show. My God, Jay kept going.
Right.
We are going literally 15 miles an hour.
So you guys were going slower than the speed of smell.
Yeah. up a mountain, and we come across this very sharp right turn going up the mountain. He starts turning, trying to go up it. Car stops. Car just stops. It's still running, but it stops.
Right.
We got cars coming this way. We got cars behind us. I'm pretty sure it was a truck with a boat that was right behind us. God knows why a boat's going up a mountain, but he had a boat.
Right.
And we get to the show, finally. First things first, there's a guy who's guiding cars to park. Jay just instantly parks, gets out of his car. The guy says, "You can't park here." He says, "I'm a worker, I'm with the show," and slams the door and walks off. This guy is mad as hell. He goes to his boss and says, "This guy just cussed me out saying he's going to park here no matter what." So his boss comes up to the promoter, Rex, and asks him about it. Rex actually said, "Don't worry about it. He's with me." And that guy just ran off and did his own business. Now, when my match came up, remember I said that I brought my friend Justin over.
Yeah.
Justin was going to film the match for me. I gave him my camera, and I was like, "Here's how you work it. Damn it, here's how you work it."
Right.
And he grabs it, and I'm watching him the whole time I'm in my match. He's actually filming. I see him walking around the ring and everything.
Right.
By the time my match is over, I go back to the locker room, I change in the street clothes, and I go out into the crowd to find Justin so I can watch that match.
Right.
He hands me my phone, I look at it, by God, the match is not there.
So he forgot to click the button.
He did not click the button. He was watching it through the camera, but he did not click the button.
Okay, folks, just my own personal pet peeve. You know, we had Brett with the bell and everything. This is my personal pet peeve. If someone hands you a camera or a phone, let's take the phone completely out of it. A camera, like a regular snapshot picture taking camera. 9 times out of 10, everybody's got a digital one now, and so you can actually have video quality with them. But back in the day, it was just the same thing. You know, you had maybe 10, 15 minutes worth of time that you could actually record on it. The rest of it was just snapshot pictures, right?
Mm-hmm.
When the digital ones actually came out.
Yep.
Okay. For the most part, the button is right there on the right at the top. Oh, God, where the hell's the button? How do I turn this thing on? It's on the top, where it always fucking is. Don't be stupid. If you can't do it, then hand it back and say, "It's not me, man." And just walk away. That's all you need to do.
I could have found someone else to film.
Exactly. That could have been the best match of his career. He could have got hurt the next match after. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But that match could have been the mecca for him. That could have gotten him booked other places. That could have gotten him, or it could have just gotten shit on. You know, It doesn't matter. But at least you would have known. If you don't know how to work a camera, then don't even play like you do. Don't try. Just walk away.
I love you, Justin, but press the button next time.
Brett with the bell and now you with the camera. Bob Keller, I know what yours is, and I have got to ask you as soon as I see you. All right, so go on. That's going to be the next show, by the way. So stay tuned. You gonna watch that show?
Of course.
Cool. Yeah. By the way, we have a subscriber right here with Chris Carnage. So if you guys are subscribed to him, then you need to jump over to my channel, which he's constantly linking it. So come over and watch our show, and if you like it, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know how we're doing. All right, I'm gonna do some names here, and I want you to name. Well, I'm gonna be doing the naming. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Okay.
All right.
You remember like Dean Ambrose did with the doctor and everything.
Yeah.
Kane, toothpaste. Triple H, irritable bowel syndrome. Just random shit. Whatever the hell you come up with.